Hey YouTube, I have a Genie Accelerator that was giving me trouble, and I rigged up a little assist of cable and springs. The problem I was having was that the door would start up and then kick out right away, and I'd have to punch a button a bunch of times to get it head the right direction again. And so what I did was I just added another little assist spring to my system. Because I had my force knob twisted all the way up for maximum from day one, I only started having trouble 11 years of ownership of this Genie Accelerator. Now there's little screws there, screw eyes, or if I wanted to add another set of springs. And these hardware springs I just bought at Home Depot and Hayden Hardware in Las Cruces. And these little rings that I have between these rapid links. This is a rapid link, or sometimes known as a French connection. And here's a little ring between the two. And the reason for that is if the spring would break, it would be captured and wouldn't fly all over. Normally you'd put cable through the springs so that they couldn't get away and catch anybody in the face if they broke. And then I just had some existing cable. There's a bug flying around there, and I put it on there. I just wanted to do this to kind of separate the springs a little bit so that they wouldn't rub as they expanded and contracted. And then I left these cable clamps here in case I wanted to adjust it longer or shorter, taking out springs or adding springs. And I just kind of installed in the project because it's been working for months now without stuttering when it goes up. If I have any more trouble, I'm going to check that unit right up there to see that the little grooves that work on the worm gear up there that turns and it runs back and forth on that. A lot of times those will get all roughed up, give you trouble, create more resistance for your garage door opening. Okay, now we're going to see the action of the springs. I should put a block of wood between the ceiling to stop that vibrating as it's going along the track. Okay, now my springs are all spread out, and if one of these should break, there's that ring in between each section of spring that I'm hoping to capture it so it won't go flying all around the place. I'll have both ends captured. And I can just unhook it right there. It'd be easiest to unhook it when the door's open. The springs wouldn't be under tension. But this is the torsion spring on these things, and that little bolt up there is what you turn to the right to put more tension on the torsion spring. And for the door, they want that spring to hold the garage door open without any hands or any force, about 3.5 to 4 feet off the garage floor. That's the neutral position. But when it's in the closed position, there is just too much weight on the system, and that's why the door was kicking out. Now we're good for 11 years, so I do suspect that that little gizmo that runs along the track up there, that it might have marred up threads in it that run along that worm gear that's up inside that metal rail. So that's what I did to answer my problem about the door kicking out on the way up about 3 or 4 times. Very aggravating.